Hello and welcome to Modern Toyfare Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the Fortnite Victory Royale with Cheese Ripley figure. This is the new line from Hasbro that is taking the place of the Jazzwares line, so I figured what a better time to start than now. As always, make sure to like and subscribe for more weekly toy content, and of course hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok for action figure photography and other toy news. But that's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, so let's take a look at how the figure turned out. So you do have this like clear blue dome that goes over, and it does come off, so you can get a better look at his little bubble head there. It's like a little blob, a smile and some derpy eyes. Goes all the way around. It does look really cool because it does look like it's just kind of floating inside the dome, which is nice. And then you have the straps that come down to his vest with like the armor plating. It's got some nice silver in there and some metallics to kind of stand out. The arms are fully translucent, which it looks cool, but unfortunately because of that black peg there, it just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb sometimes with some of the joints, which when you look at the hand makes no sense because let me twist it around here, give you a better look. They used the clear plastic on the hand and painted it black, so not sure why they painted the peg black on there. Then you have all these giant pouches on here, which this guy would have fit in great in the 90s. The belt buckle, it does come out with some straps that hook to the legs. You can see there with some sort of logo on it, which I'm sure has some sort of significance within Fortnite. The pants have a great texture to them that kind of offset all the straps. The boots have all of the laces and some texture through it. Like, they really went all out with these figures, especially considering in the game they don't have this much texture. The back, you've got the little peg hole for the back bling. You got more straps and kind of different parts of it have different textures to kind of stand out. Down to the pants. So, like, they really went all out for these Victory Royale figures. On to articulation. So this is going to be where it kind of gets a little hindered. So first we'll start, let me get the dome off here. You can articulate the head. It is just on a little kind of stand with a ball joint. So you get all sorts of motion there. It does move a little bit within there, but not much. So you can get some tilt forward and back and then side to side. So it does give you some options for if you don't want them looking straight forward all the time, which is nice. Let me take that, straighten him out a little bit. There we go. Pop that back on. And then moving down to the arms, they go out to about there. They do go all the way around. It is a little hindrance with the mold, but he does have a butterfly joint in there. So in theory, you should be able to get a lot of motion out of it, but because of how bulky his chest is, it's a little bit difficult. He does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrist seems to just be a peg that twists. It looks like it has a little bit of a joint there, but not much. Like, yeah, you can definitely get some forward and back motion out of it, but on the hinge, but it's not great. The abdomen does go a decent amount forward, not so much back. The waist does twist all the way around. Legs go pretty far out, but get stopped by the pouches. Forward, though, it's got these straps, which really kind of stop it from getting and staying in positions. So I think what I'll have to do is probably cut them, but you can still get them out pretty far even with them on there. You do have a thigh swivel, you've got the double jointed knees, and you've got a swivel at the boot. And then there is the ankle pivot forward, back, and a little bit of a rocker side to side. So you can get him into some decent poses. I mean, he's a big bulky dude, so I wouldn't expect him to go full Spider-Man, but definitely could use some work. I don't know if it's just mine, but some of the joints are tighter than others and harder to pose. As for accessories, you do have this hammer, which I think it's a little weird that the top is frosted compared to the rest of it. Then you do have the shotgun, which is clear with some of the black painted on the handle and on the tip. As you can see, it is a little softer of a plastic at the barrel, but makes it so it's a little warped, which I don't like. And then the back, it's a little more firm. You can see it still gives a little bit, but not much. And then you have the back bling, the little clear blue canister being held into his backpack. Of course, you got the peg that just pops right in. Quick size comparison. So here we have him with the McFarlane White Knight Batman, who's a little bit taller than him. Then we have the Mobius from Marvel Legends, who's shorter, which same company, so it makes sense they'd kind of line up a little better. Then Mezco Flash scales pretty well. He's a little smaller, so I feel like they'd make a pretty good setup. And then you have the Mafex Deadpool, which also I feel like scales really well. And then last up is the box art. So we've got all these really bright, beautiful colors that kind of contrast each other and then also like get mixed into the artwork of Ripley. And then you've got the accessories on the side. You've got the itty bitty little window. I will say I don't like the new style box because I actually get a replacement because mine, the dome popped off and was bouncing around, was all scuffed up by the time it got to me, which was kind of annoying, but I get why they're making this style box. I just wish it had some sort of plastic insert to hold things together because, yeah, it was all scraped up around the front of it, which was really, really annoying. But luckily Amazon replaced it, so it wasn't the end of the world. Side extends the artwork on both edges. You got white on top, a bunch of legal jargon and barcodes on the bottom, and then a picture of the figure and all three of the accessories he comes with. So not gonna lie, I do kind of like this box just because of the really great artwork on the front. Okay, so overall, not a bad figure. I mean, for being a line that is new and also, a property that I haven't been into in a very long time, I'm really digging it. Like, the idea of this giant watery blob soldier, it's kind of like this perfect thing that can fit in with your Marvel Legends or against, Batman or the Ninja Turtles. Like, there's all sorts of different possibilities if you're not a Fortnite fan for these figures. So I'm really hoping that they kind of stick to these kind of odd characters and don't do a lot of humanoid ones, because I think that's going to be a kind of big opportunity for them. And there's, of course, some that they did in Jazzwares that I kind of like. Like, I think his name was Leviathan, which was the fishbowl head guy. I really hope that they come back and do that, because the quality of these figures also, it just kind of feels a little better than the Jazzware ones. Not that they were bad by any means. I just feel like these figures just articulate a little better, look a little better aesthetically. I will say Jazzwares has them completely annihilated with the accessories, though. I mean, the accessories these figures come with is pretty pitiful comparatively, but I don't hate it. So as always, make sure like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the figure, if you are already all in on the Fortnite figures, or if you are kind of still hesitant, or if you just really hadn't thought about it at all until watching this review. And of course, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok for action figure photography and other toy-related news. But hopefully, we will see you next week. Same toy time, same Toyfare channel. Thanks for watching.